here prepping the garden for the winter storm that's headed in. I certainly thought I had more time. Typically in the St. Louis region, sometimes we'll get like a little bit of storm, but the way that they are forecasting the weather, they're saying that the temperatures are going to be unbearable. So normally I go in and I have this entire area dressed up with winter greens that provides protection for my hydrangea standers here. Hydrangea standers can be on the more expensive side, but as they are starting to become more popular, I'm starting to see that you can find a lot of great deals on hydrangea standers. But as you guys look at these beauties, they're large, they're huge, they have developed stems. So if I were going to replace them, I would want to go back in with one similar to the size that I have now. So in order to do that, that would be quite a bit of money. So it would be more towards like $400. So I have a total of 6 hydrangea standards. So what's 6 times 4, you guys? $2,400. I am not, let me take that back. If I had to redo it again, I probably would come in and just redesign this area, give me something different, something to look at. I'm not sure, because a lot of times in my garden, and I'm speaking for myself right here, sometimes I can definitely get emotionally attached to the way something is looking in my garden. So maybe I would and maybe I wouldn't. But since I know the storm is heading in, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to prep this area over here. I do have some hydrangeas that are still in containers in their nursery pot, so I'm also going to show you how we're going to do those. And then I also have some hydrangeas in terracotta pots. So what I'm going to do, I am going to provide those with a little bit more protection than what they have now. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Any extra plants like these, you want to go ahead and get those plants, drop them down to the ground and corral them. So that's what we're getting ready to start working on now. So let's go in, let's do that.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel
all right, so had to do a few things. First thing, I have my outerwear on, so I had to go inside and get Miss Penelope something to wear. And of course, she was being a diva. I love for us to match with our Garden Queen colors of black and pink. She kept pulling the blue sweater, you guys. So she has on blue. That's not even hers. It's Pegasus. He's the poodle over here on Garden Queen. So, you guys, I have a ton of frost cloth. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to give my containers here a little bit of added protection. So I'm not sure if it's coming through, but it is starting to snow now. So I got my added protection out here. Now that I have my added protection, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start layering. Now, full disclosure, Miss Frieza, she's the baby dog over here on Garden Queen. Hopefully she won't come over here and try to mess with any of the frost cloth. If not, then we'll have to transport everything on the other side of the fence. But I'm working, you know, on emergency services here, trying to get everything ready. So with all of the hollow boards that I still had left over in containers, what I did was we moved all of these in here. There are some opportunities to move these around along the wall here. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get everything situated, but first, before I do that, I am going to go ahead and pop this container up right here real quick, because then that'll take away from some of the space, because I have hollow boards just kind of just sitting out. So if I go ahead and pop that up, then that will give me the opportunity to have more room for the hollow boards to sit on the floor. Of these are planted up. So here's the one we just planted. You have this one right here that's planted up, and then here is the next one. Now I am not going to go in and trim this right now, only because I want to take these cuttings and I want to propagate them. Now what I want to do now is I want to go and I want to work in this corner right here. We're going to take advantage of this entire wall back here. Have this area over here cleared out. Okay, then we have more hollow boards moved over here in this area, but we still need to move more around. And I have a shelf that I want to get put on this wall right here. So I want to put the shelf right here, because if I put it over here in this space, then potentially it could block the sunlight from my lemon tree as well as my lime tree. We are making a little bit of progress. So what I did for right now, I went ahead and I moved this stand on the wall. Now this is the plant stand that I use in the summertime, in the springtime. This is one of the ones how I store my plants. And as I'm planting up my different containers, I just pull from that. So this is kind of like my inventory rack right here. So I have my different planters here. I have a Wakefield a small collection right here. This is not all of my Wakefield, but these are the grays here. And then here is one of another set of pots. So I have a total of 4 of these. And then here are some miscellaneous ones. We planted this up in an arrangement over the summertime. And I went ahead and just put the saucer inside. Here is another planter that we planted up in the summertime. And I went ahead and just put a smaller bowl in the top. Here is a small ornate concrete pot, and it's small, but it is on the heavy side, but that's that right there. Let me go ahead and move this over because I don't want anything to happen to it. And then here is some more just plain terracotta pots. And then here is some more terracotta pots at the bottom. We do have some hollow boards here. Now, over here on this side, we have the lemon tree. You guys, look at the lemon. So the lemons are definitely ripening up. We're trying to make sure we keep everything moist. And then over here on this side, we have some more hollow boards. Over here in this corner, my little niece just came in here and watered this plant. So you see she overwatered it. Some more hollow boards that we need to fit over there. Now you see I have the table pulled out. So we'll keep working. These 2 hollow boards right here, I'm going to just tuck those in. So this is what I did. I moved my furniture forward a little bit. So I created a housing unit over here in the corner for my hollow boards. So those are all tucked in the corner. And so now if I have to get to my cabinet over there to get out a vase, then what I'll have to do is I will have to just basically play musical chairs, musical tables for right now, because we are in the middle of the freeze. So I do store plants on the outside of my home during a freeze. So what you want to do is, just like what I showed you guys, this is how I prepare. So typically I would have winter greens inside of my hydrangea containers. But what I will do, it's supposed to get up to 60 degrees next week. Yes, 60 degrees. But this storm is not just hitting the St. Louis region, it's hitting a lot of the United States. So you have several areas that typically are very tolerable around this time of the year who are experiencing 1-digit temperatures. So that is how I prepare my garden. That's what I want you guys to do. I want you to drop down in the comment box. You guys, you do not know. When I read the comments that you guys leave me, including the negative ones, because everything is not going to be your cup of tea. Everything that I say, you may not agree with. But as I always say, negative and positive comments are how I grow as a creator. It's how I expand over here on Garden Queen. So I want you guys to drop down in the comment box. I want to know, where are you watching from? Where are you tuning in from on my YouTube channel over here on Garden Queen? Let me know, did you get hit with a lot of snow? Did you just get the ice? I want to know what's going on in your garden down in the comment section. I want to know, hey, did you say, you know what? You know what? You know what? Baby, it's cold outside, okay? And I am not getting ready to go outside. Whatever lives, lives, okay? Whatever does not make it, we'll take another chance next year. So drop down in the comment box. Let me know, did you prep? Did you not have any time? Were you too busy doing your Christmas shopping? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, you guys, Merry Christmas! Hey!